Agree to disagree.
I always talk to black women, they don't want to talk to me. The minute I talk to a white woman, they get mad. You want to think you're mad? I'm mad too. There's a lot of anger inside of me. What about us? Black women talk about me, me, me. What about us black men? We go through stuff too. We're tired of hearing the same thing of, oh, we're independent women. We're independent this, we're independent that. I'm independent too. We have a lot in common. You have this imaginary wall around you. I don't know who damaged you. And me being a black man, I have to suffer for what somebody did to you? That has nothing to do with me. I'm not the enemy. I get that a lot from black women, that we're the enemy, we're liars, cheaters, we're dogs. Diary of a Mad Black Man. I have a journal I keep. And then when I show this side to women, they think it's a weakness. It's not a weakness, it's actually a strength. But then when I show this to you, to black women, you don't know how to receive it.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to being abused. It makes it hard for me to get to know this.
Black women look at me and say, I can tell you don't like us. I'm like, what? I don't like you? I love you, but I can't help it if I learn 20 instruments. I can't help it if I play flute, walk barefooted on the beach. And I'm from South Central. I was amazed at you, because I even told you, I said, you're a beautiful girl. And I watched yesterday.
Michael, she's a beautiful woman.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Tell her.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I said, you're a beautiful girl. And I told him, I said, this generation right now, people in their 20s, it's hard. Y'all making it hard on these brothers. We gotta wake up every day. Everything has to be about status. We gotta buy this, even if we can't afford it. And then y'all on Instagram, beautiful, and you talking like you don't have no daddy. You sound like a dude talking. Like you ain't got no home training. Oh, what the f***? And you say you a bad bitch? That's not a bad bitch. I'm talking in general. I'm talking about the general that you're, how old are you?
22.
Yeah, your generation. Girl, you 22 years old, you doing this. You having hot flashes?
Yes, it's hot.
Michael, that's disrespectful. I want you to understand that. Why would you do that?
Because I'm being funny. I'm a different kind of personality. Now you're trying to make me look bad like I disrespected her.
You did.
I got a son with a black woman. My mother's black.
You disrespected this woman in this room at this time.
My experience is you guys are always mad. It feels like, we're not good enough. It's always, well, I want the guy who's popping, who's on.
I pop my own bottles.
Are you pissed off?
She can't respond to that.
Well, I can tell she's angry.
How does that then make you feel? What is your response to her anger?
It's like, well, I'll just date the Latin women.
Sometimes you just look at a black woman and go, baby, what are you mad for? You gonna give us everything, whip neck, everything you can with it, and then you just be like, baby, I didn't eat that. That attitude scares a lot of men off. And like, can't deal with the attitude, because as a man, I gotta get out here and get this money. And then you come home and you got a battle, you like, it's not worth it.
All right, T, what you got?
Man, a lot of dynamics there, man, in regards to those black guys, Lynn. I ain't been single a long time, man, so it's hard to know. I always relate to what they saying, but I do feel what they saying. Definitely those men on there, young man start tearing up. He feels so strongly about it. But it does seem like black women do come off with a certain anger or a certain air. Now, again, we have to look at causality of why black women come off that way. Because are black women just inherently angry? My mom ain't. I met your mom. They weren't inherently angry. So I'm just, met other people's moms. Moms ain't just inherently start raving bitches. So, what is it? Is it some of your brothers in that crowd there do a little too much sometimes, do too much lying, do too much predatory behavior. That makes a woman on guard. You gotta think, if you're gonna say she's the weaker vessel, you're the stronger vessel, a woman has to be put on guard at all times when she's dating a man. She don't know if he's a predator or not. He says he's a nice guy, brothers be capping. So again, you get what you put in. You create some things on the other end by your behavior of your brothers. I mean, not you, but sometimes you gotta reap the benefits or the collateral damage of what other folks do. Sorry, welcome to life, bro. That's just how it works. Sometimes a few bad apples will spoil a bunch. They ain't come up with the damn, they didn't make that up for no reason. That's not a saying for no reason. That's exactly right. Sorry, bro. So I would say all that to say is we need to work on ourselves as black men so that our black sisters won't have to behave this way. We will come up to them, they'll know that I'm seeing a respectable king approaching me. I'm sorry, let me say king, a respectable man approaching me, because I'm not gonna say king, because to say that everybody descended from kings and queens is bullshit. So let's move on to something else. But what I'm saying is that a respectable, honorable person is in front of you, and that light will not, the darkness that other men have put on you, that wouldn't shine through, because we'll know, oh, nah, we don't do that kind of thing. Our black men treat our sisters a certain way. Where is that responsibility at? It falls with us. So that's what I say with that. So some of those brothers, again, I get them putting their hearts on the line, but they got to hold other brothers accountable to a certain standard, so that when women see that standard, you know what it is.
All right, I agree 100%. Keep it 100. Men, truth be told, abstinence is key to really finding the right woman. And I know what I'm saying may sound hard for us to do, being abstinent, but I'm telling you, it's the key, because what happens when you're abstinent, you actually start looking at the woman's traits if you're not laying with her. It's easy to see the traits when you're not having sex with them. And what I found out when I wasn't having sex, when I was looking for my wife, when having sex with the women I would go out on dates with, hey, the dates wouldn't last long. I mean, I'll take them out one time and I was done. I was like, this ain't the one.
Yeah.
But see, when you lay with them, hey, you might have a good one. We like, oh man, she a good lay. And then that becomes the issue. You can't get over that addiction. And then what happens is you can't get over that addiction, but you are not going to commit to the woman, and you're laying with the woman, but you're not committing with her. Then she becomes harsh because you didn't commit with her after you laid with her. See, this is an ongoing cycle. So then the woman says, you know what? If you're going to treat me like that, then you're going to pay for laying with me.
Agree to disagree.